fine YouTube people. We're now on episode 2. You'll notice the time has moved up a little bit. Had to take care of some stuff. Got myself some more hydration. Important. Drink water. Keep yourself healthy. We are being chased through this prairie. Nice getting to see everyone following along. I have to confirm something that I almost don't believe. Lavitz got shot by arrow. Now he is the one who receives the harpoon. This is a giant ass arrow though. It basically is a harpoon. Like, look at that thing. Does it hurt? It's just a scratch. No, dude, you got shot in the leg with an arrow. Gotta cover that wound. Can we treat it later? We gotta run first. I do like how they address this. Like, I mean, he's got metal armor on his legs. You'd think they'd be protected from arrows, but arrows do puncture armor. Don't treat me like a child. I'll go with you guys. I can walk by myself. Here they come. Let's go. This is a long-ass shot. Like, those guys weren't even on screen. Take the shot. Care, my hands, Jesus. Conveniently placed tree. The least attentive guards ever. It's a thing. Women first. We might spare the people in Basil. Spice Town. Is this the fugitive? Don't be silly. Silly guy. Weird ass squirrel. Not squirrel. Definitely not a squirrel. That was close. Okay, I have to confirm something. My puppy. Dear Lord. I saw a picture of this on the internet. And for the life of me, I've played through this game many times. I never knew there was a treasure back here. Never once knew that this existed. And I'm even the kind of person who like goes and backtracks, but it doesn't even put it on screen unless you go through that spot. It drives me crazy that that's been there the whole time. And I'm sure there's other treasures I've never seen, but the fact that that exists just baffles me. Alright, mantis. It do be a mantis though. I'm gonna have Dark Guard, not because I want him to heal, but because I want to do Spinning Cane and see if I miss this.
Spinning cane.
Yeah. Spinning Cane. It's not hard. Not with Lavitz, it's not hard. But I really like the weight behind it. Like, it feels like he's using a heavy spear.
Yes.
Okay. Guess I missed it. No, Shana, we're gonna Spinning Cane again.
Spinning cane.
Like, if this was an actual fight, he is so slow with those swings, you could easily just poke him in the tummy when he's doing that spin. But, it's cool. Yeah. Everyone's kind of equal on experience now, which is good. I like that. I don't think lets us go this way. Yeah. Helena's still under guard. It's better to go across Celeste after the situation settles down a little. Yeah, because that direction leads us back to Celeste. So now we're back to the color showing when we're about to get into a fight. Vampire Kiwi. Terrifying. I Imagine just the wild creatures in this world. Imagine you're just walking through like a nice prairie and you get attacked by a vampire kiwi bird. Volcano! 16 damage though. My numbers are actually getting to double digits. Just spinning cane hit for. 13. Spinning cane. Because you saw spinning cane is a little bit weaker than this is all that was bothering me. Spinning cane has noticeably less damage scaling than Volcano does. As you saw, the Volcano's at like base 200, spinning cane's at base 100, and yet Lavitz is still doing almost as much damage as Dart. Once Lavitz's additions get higher, his scaling gets better. But since his physical stats are like noticeably higher than Dart's, I guess the game devs didn't want the main character, Dart, to seem so much weaker. Later games, the scaling gets more noticeable. Like, you'll see as numbers get bigger, characters, I guess, personalities get more and more apparent. And Dart is supposed to be like the all-around, he's good at everything, because he's obviously the main character. But I like how it's not taken to like an extreme measure. Like, he's not going to be out-damaging the high damage characters late game, and he's not faster than the fastest character. And he doesn't have the most HP either. So he's basically like all around. Whereas really when it comes to magic, Lavitz is kind of a glass cannon. Shana learning, that's something new. What a jerk. Mr. So-and-so might come back injured at any moment. She's like, I know first aid, I can help, and he's like, you being helpful? Like, what a dick. Let's rest in the shack. Horse thingy, come here. I think it's an antelope. Horses don't look like that. Come here, horsey. Like, he can gesture it over. It's kind of cute. Doesn't do anything. From antelope horse. Long snout. Horses' heads do not do that. Kind of like it. Reminds me a lot of the Avatar universe, where no animal is animal. Mole. I love spinning cane. Spinning cane.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Woo! Finish him off with Shana. See, Shana's damage isn't terrible. For her not having additions and for her being what the game like shows is like, oh, she's the weak character. But I mean, 7 damage compared to Dart's what, like, and mind you, Dart's using his strong addition right now. Yeah, 7 damage to his 16, but if he was using double slash, it would be more like 10, so it's not even that far off. Later game, it's noticeable, but right now her damage is alright. And she can hit enemies that are unreachable, which isn't often. What's really noticeable is when she uses spells or throwing items versus like when Lavitz uses them, she'll easily double his damage. Thanks, it's much better now. Seems we completely lost those fools from Hellena. Dart, tell me about these last 5 years. Alright, here's some, just gonna come out and say it's a little interesting name, but Dart's about to tell us the story about his greatest nemesis. It was a journey for revenge, journey to find the guy who deprived me of something precious and kill him. I couldn't tell you, Shana. That's where I left by myself. Really, really edgy. The Black Monster. That's right. Big villain in this game. Black Monster. The generic ass name. Nobody would tell me more about it, because they said I was still too young. Too young to know about the Black Monster. What is the Black Monster? What are you talking about? I have two homes. One in Celis, where I spent my time with Shana. And the other, where I spent time with my parents, my first home, which was taken to me by the monster 18 years ago. Neat. What a neat town name. Dart's hometown, 18 years ago. It do be burning. Oh no, it's that guy. The Black Monster. It's when I was 5 years old. So 5 plus 18, that makes Dart 23. I like how he's like early 23. He's not like, I'm a 16-year-old teenager. Like, he's actually like, alright. Meat was assaulted by the Black Monster. We were lucky. He's like, get out of here. Only the three of us could get out from the village. And my dad did something extremely irresponsible. My father returned to the village. I mean, I get it, he's going back to help people. That totally makes sense. He's the heroic guy. The mom, though, it's an all-around bad decision right here. Everyone in the village is dead. Husband runs off to save people. Mom's like, I gotta go too. I'm gonna leave my child here, who's only 5. Just, you know, alone. That's where the Black Monster was waiting. My kitty went back up on my lap. I was left alone, shivering and waiting for dawn. Come on, kitty. Hop up. The sun revealed a foreign landscape. It was a completely transformed me. But there was a shiny. I found this. Sparkly rock. It's a memento, the only thing my father carried around all that time. It's okay, I understand. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I knew you'd tell me someday. So you came back from a journey to bring closure to the past. Still not there yet. You said neat? Doesn't seem to be a village in this country. Yeah, how did it get all the way down to Celis? It was located far north of here. I guess nobody even remembers its name anymore. Like, you'd think, like, a little kid would just go to the next town, like, be adopted by a town nearby. Because there's towns nearby me when you get there later in the game. Like, how did you get all the way down to Celis? Very confusing. What's going on in this country? Currently, our kingdom of Spicetown is at war with the Imperial Sandora. The war is spread all over Serdio. So Serdio is the continent, or country, and Spicetown and Sandora are at war with each other. Why was the truce broken? Because of the dragon, the legendary monster added weight to Sandora and broke the balance of power. The Emperor Dole started to become more aggressive. Dragon? No way. Such a thing can be used in war? Do you know something about it? I was swooped down by a dragon before I entered Celis. I was overwhelmed. There was no way to escape from it. I was saved by a passing warrior. That's why I'm still alive. The dragon is advancing faster than I thought. I must do something, it'll be too late. I really like the dragon's design. We need more casualties? Yeah, it is a war. Anyway, I have to go back to Indal's castle in Vale. There's so many things I have to report to King Albert. You know what, Dart? You guys should come with me. Minister Noish might know something about the Black Monster. I see. They're a royalty with a long history. I might be able to find out something new. It's a done deal. Lavitz, don't take chances. You're not going to do very well. You'll make a good wife one day. Thanks. Let's go. Can I grab the axe now, or do I have to come back for it? It's well worn, very sharp. Yeah, no. Okay, rest though. Which I totally forgot about. Are my people healed up? I'll just get into a few fights, and then by the time I come back for the axe, which I might not even get into a fight before then. Hidden treasure. Total vanishing. Yeah, I might not get into a fight. Almost fallen. Wait, if we carry this to the river, it can be a bridge, can't it? The blade won't last with this. Yeah, you don't want to cut down a tree with a sword. That would just destroy your sword. Let's get into one fight. And then we'll use that rest point before we go. We can change the camera angles, which is something I'm probably going to do most fights, because the harder the additions get, the more technical their timing. I am terrible, for some reason, at timing it if it's not this camera angle. Like the sideways camera angle, I just mess it up every time. It's something about the way I'm used to looking at it, that when it gets to the harder ones, I'm very bad at doing it sideways. It's kind of cool how you can freely move the camera in battle. Like, I'll show it from the back view. That's when you end up getting the sideways. I like the look of this. Like, aesthetically, it looks cool. But when it comes to doing the additions, getting that different camera angle, I like being able to see, like, the animation work. It's really cool that you can see them from all the different angles. And some animations look way better from the side. The dynamic camera angles look really good in this game. But something about the way the animations are, the additions from the different camera angles just messes with my timing. Not so much for these early ones, but for the later, faster ones, it'll be more noticeable. So most fights, you'll see me just switch to the default back camera. Let's go ahead and take a break, full heal, sit down on this bench. And we'll go ahead and grab this axe. I like how it's kind of doing a little shine just to make it more noticeable. We'll knock down the tree on the cliff. Axe from Shana. Oh, got stuck there. Super coincidental tree. Let's chop it down. Axe. I really try pulling the tree. Like, what are you gonna lift a tree and carry it all the way down there? I have to think of another way. Oh no guys, the tree bridge didn't work. Guess we'll have to swim. Or something. B guy's new. Crescent B. He's a wind man.
Spinning cane.
Spinning cane.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
And hit from everybody takes him out though. There we go. I like how when the mantis dies, he like... Well, one, I like how everything in this game explodes into like goo, like red goo blood. But I like how his leg is like each body part disintegrates at a time. Should have had Lavitz go. That's okay. Volcano! Volcano should be at 20 now. It's about where I want it. Let's check and see if that's a 20. It's probably actually more like 16. I don't think I've done it 9 times. Not hard. 18. Okay, so we're gonna do it 2 more times, and then we're gonna switch back to double slash for a while. What's that? Oh hey, look how coincidental and helpful. We can cross this. I mean, that water is moving fast. Trying to cross that would be pretty dangerous. I like how they made, like, they animated the water, like, actually look like it's, like, really going. 'Cause sometimes the water's, like, in games the water would be, like, still, and they're like, well, there's no way we can cross this. But they actually made it, like, a rushing, like, river waterfall. That would be a harrowing crossing. Mantis. Alright. Let's not mess this up. Get the county. Get the last hit. Volcano number 19.
Spinning cane.
Spinning cane. I think what we'll do is let her just pass her turn. I think Volcano will kill him.
Volcano!
Yeah, there we go. No, Bubby. So now that I've done it 20 times, you can see the SP went up by 4 and the damage went up by 10%. But we're going to switch back to double slash, and we're going to stay on double slash until the boss fight comes. And then we're not going to use Volcano for a while until probably disc... Oh, Jesus, cat. Probably until disc 2. You look like a civilian. What is the matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? It's your knight's fault. Hold on, I'm out of Spice Town. We should be allies. I'm your enemy. We escaped from Sandora. Honey, don't say that. We're gonna get arrested. These knights destroyed our lives. We couldn't stand living in Kazas and ran away from there. Please excuse us. You don't need to excuse yourself. King Albert will always lend a helping hand to sufferers, even those from an enemy country. What? Son, are you hungry? I thought that was a girl. With, like, the ponytail. Here, have this. Thank you. If you go through here, you'll find Bail. You can go there if you like. But we don't know anybody. Why don't you go to my house? It's too big for my mother and myself anyway. You are... My name is Lavitz. I'm a knight in the service of King Albert. Thank you very much. How kind of you, Sir Lavitz. Ellery's like, just go live with my mom, it's fine. She'll be cool with it. It's whatever. Freedom, I've been waiting 20 years and I'll soon do mine. Glad I'm still alive. I'll never forget your kindness, thank you. Now, talk to the kid. Thank you. There you go. North of Serdio. See if we can fight. See if we can do a yellow bird fight. There might be one around here. I don't know why, it's just a thing. I like getting into one fight per area. I know it's the same enemies as Prairie, but it's just a thing that my brain does. it just helps get the additions up. Like I was mentioning, I want Lavitz to attack as much as physically possible. So I thought the two would kill him. Brambles have defense. Chuck a rock. Rude ass. Thought that would kill him. Nah, dark. Ah, Shana. Lavitz gets this kill. So you can see the speed really. They both don't outspend his. And the reason I do that is because the longer the game goes, the longer that like speed differential is noticeable. Like, especially with low health enemies, Dart will almost always get 2 attacks to Lavitz's 1, and Dart, being the main character, will be in, I think, 99% of fights in this game. If you don't pass his turns more, then he'll master all of his additions before anyone else can get a chance to do theirs. There's another hidden thing right here. Really easy to skip, not notice treasure chest. Not that it's a good one, but hey. I think things like that are really cool. And look how good the water looks. I want to point something out, but I have to wait until I get it back from this fight. New background hype. Look at that pretty thing. That ugly balloon. It knows what it is. As always, the translation of enemy names in this game are on point. No, don't quit me. Ah, thank God, didn't poison me. But attack can poison. Poison is particularly brutal in this game. Poison in this game, you take 10% of your health per turn, which is the same amount you heal on guard. So, you've seen how good guard is, and how fast it recovers your health, so imagine losing that every turn. You can't guard to heal up, because you just lose it. And, yeah, it sucks. Really puts you, especially if a character you're trying to get addition usage gets poisoned. So one thing I wanted to point out here that the animating team did really well. Look at how the water, like particularly around this like spire, look at how it's moving slower there, and then when it gets closer, the waterfall moves faster. That's a really minor detail, but looks really pretty. Like that's actually. It's actually really solid, like, attention to detail. Slide turn. Slide treasure chest. 20G. We're gonna go back up so we can get this other treasure chest. You just have to kind of hold the direction you want to go. Hair in my face. That's annoying me. I got a bad man sword. Bastardo blade. That'll raise his weapon from 2 to 7, so that's going to be a noticeable damage increase. I say noticeable even though our numbers are like 10. That's still like... It'll still translate well. Stepping stones. Shana, be careful not to slip. I like how they watch him as he's going. They turn as he moves. Stand there and let you get the treasures. Body purifier. It's a nice cleansing item to remove poisons and stuff. Oh no! I like how it makes you think that Shana's gonna be the one to fall, but no, it's Lavitz. Look how roided Dart must be to lift a dude wearing plate mail up. second that you saved my life. I was just around. Even though that was the case, you're lucky you're around there. It'll be a long relationship we'll have. Best buds! Bros doing bro stuff. It's the most bro thing. Both of them just patting each other on the shoulder. Like, oh, yes, we're bros. Don't leave me like that. Shana's gonna live now. She's not like the bros. That spider's terrifying. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Evil spider. It really is.
Yes. Double.
Okay, yeah. Double slash doing 18, so Volcano would probably do like 25. 7.
Spinning cane.
Spinning cane. Yeah. Oh. That's my least favorite thing. When you enter a room and then immediately leave the room. Hit the double load screen. 100G. That little punk up there. We got sparklies. These are rock fireflies. Oh, you know a lot. Well, I used to be saved by these a lot. Me too. In particular, the ones close to a battlefield were helpful. Excuse me, don't just chat amongst yourself and leave me out. Tell me what they are. Rub 'em. Oh. Oh boy. The light from rock fireflies is a healing power. Well, Shana learned at least one thing. Oh well, I know something you don't know. What's that? I'm not telling. Well, you've been away from each other for 5 years. It's natural not to know about each other. Wait, my mom and I'm like that. Every time I go back to Vale, she welcomes me with the same smile. What, did I say something wrong? I like how they're just like, okay. Let's get going. Your mom's waiting, right? Yeah. I really like, I really like, the whole rock firefly thing. I think it's a really good way of doing, a mid-dungeon healing. It's not as, like... And I'll call out, a lot of RPGs do this when they want, like, a way to heal you mid-dungeon or mid-forest or whatever. They'll be like, it's a healing spring. You drink water and it full heals you. I like how it's not so simple. Like, you drink water and you're all better. Granted, there isn't even a place later in the game that does that. But I like the rock firefly idea, how it kind of gives it some sort of mystical property, like, it's not just you drank some fresh spring water and it full heals you. It actually gives some worldly, like, these are magical insects.
Yes. Double slash.
Give him the double bonk. Plop.
Spinning cane.
That whoosh, nice. I love it. Just this sound effect work in general. It's just another reason why all of the hits feel good. No, don't do it. Well, he's poisoned. It's a little swoobly. Luckily I'm right next to the rock fireflies, so that's good. Yeah, 16 damage. I could defend and heal it back and accomplish nothing.
Spinning cane.
Luckily, if I remember correctly, there's not like damage outside of battle, so it's not like running around hurts you. But I think poison doesn't go away. Finish a fight. I don't remember that. I'll have to check. Pretty sure it doesn't though. There is a convenient way to heal it later. All stats fix later. But we don't have that available to us. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm literally a step away. Yeah, see, he's still poisoned. So running around wouldn't hurt him like it does in some games. But 10% every turn is not great. But luckily, I think the rock fireflies cleanse that. Let's just quick double check. Yeah, we're good. Keep an eye on the time. Still can keep going for a little bit. Charm potion. That basically just acts as a repel, or it cuts down monster encounters basically. This is a room we won't get into fights because it's got a little puzzle aspect to it. You gotta catch this little guy, but you move slightly faster than him and you can take a little shortcut. But you don't want to go too fast right here because then he tries to juke you. Oh, come on. I hate this thing. This should be able to get him. Come on, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Little bastard. It's definitely worth it, and it'll become immediately profitable for us. Because we get a poison guard, which makes you immune to poison. And I'm giving that to our boy Lavitz. Because, as I mentioned, I want him attacking as much as possible, which means I don't want him poisoned. Because if he's poisoned, that means we need to guard with him to heal back to HP. Or just ignore it. But no, in general, I want Lavitz guarding as little as possible. Dart has the entire game to build up his additions, and he's faster, so he'll attack more than anybody else. He does have the most additions, so he gets the chance to attack more than anybody else, and he has the most, like, he needs to attack the most to get his master additions, but still. There's whole chunks of the game where you can't use certain characters, but you can almost always be using Dart. And you're actually required to use Dart. Later, when we get more party members, you can only have 3 at a time, and I can't think of any example where you can opt to not have Dart in the party. So, there'll be times where, you know, Lavitz won't be in, or Shana won't be in, or other characters won't be in, but Dart will always be getting addition experience. Put a face on that guy. Regular ass orc.
Double slash.
Angry Zubat. Zubat with a mouth on his tail. I feel like that might have a stat spike tied to it, but I'm glad it didn't do whatever it does, if it does anything. Spinning cane. Grab a drink. I got one of my cat's hairs in my mouth while I was petting him. So as you can see, I've got some new addition. I've got the chat pulled up there. Not many people in chat, but that's okay. Still kind of brand new to the streaming, so I don't wholly expect a lot of people to be in there. But hey, if I'm doing a playthrough and you want to drop by, kind of hang out, chat, post emotes about a spinning cane and double slash. I haven't saved in a long time. Should really do that. Should really not go 2 hours without saving. That could have almost been dire. Last thing we need is me to lose progress and need to replay it off stream. Because then of course I'll do less fights because I'm trying to speed up, and that means when we get back here, the Dev Less Edition usage is not ideal. Yeah, if you want to drop by, feel free to pop in. I'd love to answer any questions you have. I can tell you pretty much anything about the game. Or just, you know, ask any questions, feel free to. You can either post that in the comments in the YouTube video and I'd be happy to answer your questions, or come in the chat and just talk. So I'm probably going to switch Dart back to Volcano for a minute here. Grab these 2 chests. Bandana, that thing that I'm already wearing. And I don't think it's better for anyone else. It's worse for Lavitz, so you can willingly take the salad off Lavitz to give it to Dart. But I don't want to do that. But I will go to Volcano. And nice, spinning cane is at 20. So now it is stronger than Harpoon. So its damage went up by 25%. Which is pretty noticeable. Right in time for this boss fight right here. That wasn't planned, but it worked out perfect. That's going to be the benefit of passing those turns with Dart and letting Lavitz get a few more. There's something there. Could that be the much talked about Guardian of the Cave? Shana, step back. Don't worry, I can help. It's coming! This thing's terrifying. I like how it makes you think, it's like, oh, it's not that big, and then it puts its head in your face like, oh my god, it's huge. But now we get this banger of a boss tune, and a new background. So yeah. Whenever I know there's a boss fight coming, I'm gonna probably switch to Volcano just because it's stronger. Volcano! But traveling around, I'd rather have double slash right now. And then later in this 2, I'm mostly gonna be using Volcano for a reason I'll go ahead and do more than. Poison goop. Didn't poison me, luckily. I disagree. Whatever, game.
Go! Volcano!
It's 23 damage on the volcano. Okay. Apparently he's just not gonna attack. That's fine. You good, sneaky boy? Oh, Jesus. Redemption arc.
Spinning cane. Yes.
That new weapon in Dart is really noticeable. That's a lot more damage he's putting out with Volcano. That bite animation. It's terrifying. Oh, 2 times in a row. Goodness. Poison. Missed. And he's like, okay, technically 3 turns in a row. So this is a really cool interactive thing that this boss does. Now that he's up there, Dart and Lavitz can't hit them with their attacks. Shana can still shoot. But Dart can throw a Spark Net or a Burnout. So we're gonna do that. Should probably have Dart. Should have had Dart guard because he's a little lower on health. Not drastically low, but 192. 30 damage, pretty good. Spark Net. Would probably do a little bit less because I messed up there. No, I still got it. 190. I'll probably do like 20. No, 34. Okay. Wait, oh yeah, that's because yeah, Lavitz got this out, which raises his magic defense or magic attack. Shana's 69 HP. Yeah, let's just have her attack. Poison Goop. Lavitz can't get poisoned. Dart, I'll just have him guard. Shana's gonna keep putting out little DPS until he comes back down. Poison Misties. Shana's a little lower than I would like. Go ahead and have throw a healing potion. Dart still can't hit, so Dart's just gonna guard. I could throw my last burnout. He should be coming down here soon. Yep, there we go. Now we'll finish him off. And I don't know if you've noticed, well, throughout playing, I never really brought it up last episode, but notice the arrow on enemies goes from blue to yellow to red. So it goes to yellow when they hit half health, and then it goes to red when I believe they're under 25%. Or 20%. Either way, I really like how that kind of shows you enemies are getting lower, so you don't just kind of have to guess. Oh, okay. Apparently I mistimed Volcano again. I would argue, but it is what it is. Will Spinning Cane finish him off? He might have a little bit more HP.
Spinning Cane!
One more Volcano will definitely do it though. Yeah, he's dead here.
Volcano!
Yep, there we go. Get a cool finishing animation. Dart running up and slashing. He's dead. We did it. Now let's head our way on to Indil's castle. I never believe a game where it has the boss fall down and not disintegrate like they do in video games. There's poison like spreading from his mouth like the poison blood. Oh no! Shana! That light from the beginning of the game. Shooting head lasers. It's disintegrating. How metal it is. Just got deleted. Why is the screen so pixelated right now? Weird. What was? Nice 400 experience and a Wargod amulet. Everyone gets a nice little level up. I apologize, I swallowed a cat hair when he was sitting on my lap. And it's very scratchy. The nice thing about boss fight experience in this game is it's so big that almost every boss you kill gives the whole party a level up. So it's a nice little, like, cool, you killed a boss, and everyone's stronger. And sometimes you get new additions. I thought it was a great feeling. What on earth happened? I don't know. Very mysterious. Anyway, we're safe. We should think about how to get out of here. We'll be fine when we get to Baal. I think. So now we're going to switch Dart back to Double Slash. And he's going to stay on Double Slash probably until it hits 80. Or we get his next one. Yeah, Yeah, he's probably going to be on double slash until he gets his next one. And then we're not going to touch Volcano again, as I mentioned, until disc 2. Unless we master double slash and master his next one, which is Burning Rush. But I don't think that's going to happen. Or we'll be like right near the end of disc 1, and both of them will be mastered. You master an addition once it hits 80, so you it basically levels up from 1 to 2 at 20, 2 to 3 at 40, 4 to 6, or 4 to 5 at 60, and then after you get 80 it goes from level 4 to level 5, and that's mastering the addition. So Yellowbird is a rare encounter. There are a few special monsters like this. They have super high evasion, super high physical defense, to the point where any attack that hits them does 1, no matter what. That's if it hits, which a lot of your attacks won't hit. And they also run away a lot, and magic does nothing to them. So basically you just gotta get lucky, and hit them, and hope they don't run away. So Yellowbird is a rare encounter, and what he does is, I think he just drops a ton of money. One more hit should do it. Come on, Lavitz, don't miss. Nice. They're also hard-coded to deal 10% of your health every attack, no matter what. So if I come back here at, let's say, level 99, the Yellowbird will do like thousands of damage. Not thousands, but you know, 10% no matter what. So yeah, I think we're up 300 gold, which is huge since I only had 1,000 from this whole playthrough so far. Let's go ahead and save it before we go into the town. We've got a little bit more time still, so I think we're gonna finish up the town stuff, and that'll probably do us for this stream. But we still got some time. Get to hear 2 new songs. Indel's Castle, Capital Bail. I really like the look of towns in this game, just in general. They feel very real. Like, look at that. I always think it's such a disconnect when you get to like a new town in an RPG and there's like 3 houses, a weapon shop, and an inn, and you're like, this whole town has 6 houses. Whereas just in this one screen, this town's got like 30. It feels the size it should feel. Now, not every house can be gone in, obviously, because that would just be too much work, but like I like in this background, like you can see plenty of houses. I can go in like 5 of them just on this one screen. Go and rob this person. Get that 50 gold. Oh my god, it's Sir Lavitz. Oh, Sir Lavitz, please let me draw your portrait again. We get this nice little, this island kind of Costa del Sol-ass, surf-inspired town music. Don't move. I'll be done soon. It's very steel drums. Like Dart Tappin's foot. Dot dot dot. So much ellipsis. Here you go. Portrait of Lavitz. Isn't it a little too handsome? I don't think so. Thank you. I'll treasure this. Okay. And then you can go back there. It serves no purpose though. One second, I'll be right back. Yeah, so as I was saying, you can come up here, I really like how you can interact with just little worldly things like, oh, the person on the right in this chess game are gonna win. And a nice little, he talks about like this being a sitting room. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have a lot of like random bits of memory just from many times I played. I played this game probably once every 2 to 3 years. Just as a classic favorite of mine. Yeah, there's no reason to come back here. This is what I was talking about, how like, just to flesh out the world, there's just stuff that serves no purpose other than just it being there. Which is both a good and bad thing. Bad because it kind of drives like completionists or like treasure hunters like me crazy. Because that part of your mind tells you there has to be a reason for this, and then there just isn't. But then there's so many things that just are there. Spirits, yeah, I got good ones. 100 gold per bottle. Want it? Sure do. Whoops. Oh, I want your booze. Give me the booze. Acquired good spirits. If I remember, there's like 4 or 5 Stardust in town that we need to get. My child fell in the battle. My grandchild fell too. I have no more meaning in my life. Jesus, dude. Fuck. I mean, I get it. I have a daughter, and if this was a war-torn place, that would be terrible, but... Man, that's dark. Spicetown and Sandora, which were originally one country, Serdio, have been at war for 20 years. War? Don't worry about it. King April will take care of it. Totally. He's got this. He's fine. War? Whatever. I think there's one here? Oh. I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to get... Stop! Leave me alone! There's another clock. I thought for sure there's a... Ah man, I'm gonna be running on mashing X button all over the place this whole playthrough. Because I have vague memory of where the Stardust are, but not like 100% memory, you know? We can buy Spear Frost and Meteor Fall. Two new thrown items. I know I'm gonna find Spear Frost soon, but I want to buy a Meteor Fall because I do want to. As much as I know this game like in and out, I do also want to, you know, show it off. So I do want to like show every animation. Plus, a Meteor Fall will help. It's our first hitting all enemies, so it's Earth-based attack for all enemies, and Spear Frost is water-based single target. I don't think we need any mind purifier, body purifiers, but let's buy one just in case. We can sell the bracelets because they kind of clog up the inventory. War God Amulet sells for a good amount, but they're actually really helpful. And we've got a lot of health potions. Get rid of these total vanishings because I'm not going to use them, and I'm going to sell the charm potions because I'm not going to use those. Even the game knows they're worthless, they only sell for 2, but I'm not going to use them, so I'd literally just rather not them be not in my inventory. Ugh. We'll come back to that. I know there's the one from the boat. Is there one in the clinic? One in the inn? There's spam X everywhere. I don't know what I just got stuck on. Let's see where I remember. There's the one in Dark's house. There's the, I think, 2 in the castle. I think I leave here at 7. So I think there's 6 in town, or 5? Oof, I don't remember. Is there one in the barn? Sorry, I'm gonna be running around spamming the button, because I can't remember. I looked like my memory is so good when I grabbed the one at the exact right graveyard in Celeste, but I, for some reason, never... Oh, it's in the well, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there we go, my memory. Wait, we'll visit my home after debriefing King Albert. I have to draw the line of the night. Whatever you say. I like that. He's like, no, let's go talk to the king before we go talk to my mom. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be parts where my memory will suddenly be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then, but I'm not 100%. and you need to get all of them to fight the game super boss. And also, Stardust is known as a wishing stone. As its name implies, it's believed to fulfill the wish of the one who gets it. Every 10 you collect, you get a really good item. And there's 40, so you get 3 really good items, and then 1 item to fight the super boss. So, you want them. Because I'd like to show off the super boss. I don't think, personally, I don't think I've ever actually done it. Because it's near the end of the game, and for whatever reason, every time I play this game, I usually end up stopping or getting distracted, and never quite making it to it. Would you like some? Some would. I would like some, probably. I think there's one downstairs here. Do you know anything about the Vice Commander of the 5th Knighthood? He's my boyfriend. Sure don't. Let's see downstairs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna mash X all over the place, but then I'm also gonna get to a place where I know there is one, and I'm gonna go straight to that place. Wait, isn't there? I know there's one back there in the little mouse hole. Is this the passage for mice? But I thought there was also one in here. Nope, am I wrong? I'm wrong apparently. Okay. Yeah, I know there's one. Obviously, you see that little back door. It doesn't leave a spot on the map because it kind of wants things like that to be secret. So there is a way to get there. We can't do it immediately though. We'll have to come back and do it later. Oh, Sir Lavitz, it's good to see you safe. See, look at this little back alley. Look how big this town feels. Get a music change when we get to the clinic. My baby sister's hospital is upstairs. Please be quiet. I don't think there's one in the clinic. The healing white light is somewhat mysterious. I don't remember there being one in here. But I also could be wrong. Here's the clinic. The clinic is just to heal status ailments if you have any. Because those don't go away from an inn, I don't think. But they do go away from rock fireflies, which is nice. I want to be well soon. The nurse over there is pretty, but strict. This is for employees only. For treatment, enter from the door in the back. I know a later town's clinic has one, because I remember that. There's some of them are like really obvious, and some of them are really well hidden. I think most of them are in the castle here. Is there one here? Really nice library. How to be a knight. Power without rationality is the same as a naked sword. The good sword requires a matching sheath. It's actually kind of a cool quote. Welcome, we have a big selection. Find what you like. My wife would love this place. And there's even books under the stairs. The stone called Stardust is believed to bring happiness to the person who collects it. Bow. Bow? What animal are you? What are you, mysterious creature? Jeez. Why can't I remember what they are here? You know what? The one in that item shop? It's not there. It's in the town in Disc 2 that there's one in the... I think this weapon shop. It's either... Maybe a little too big for me. Is it in this bucket? There we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, the guy has like no detailing on him. How weird. I don't think he's got anything new for us. This was Sparkle Arrow. So, the game is rude. It shows you Sparkle Arrow, right? And your brain's like, oh, new weapon for Shana. That raises from 3 to 9. I'm not gonna buy it. For a very obvious reason, for a very particular reason. That is a huge 2 to 8 buff for Dart and Armor. So let's go ahead and put that on. And he too can have a salad. So let's give him the salad. I really like how it asks you if you want to be armed. And yes, I know it's salad, but calling it a salad is funnier. I know there's the one in Lavitz house. You have to go there. You have to backtrack for it. I think there's 3 in the castle. Or there's 2 in the castle and 1 in the hidden passage. I love this song. I used this song for our castle episode. There, see Sparkle Arrow right there. How rude. Because the weapon shop is right before it, so you see it and you buy it, and you immediately find one. Nice big buff to her. 19. She's about as strong as, yeah, she's about as strong as Dart is now. The game's very rude giving you that Sparkle Arrow after the shop. But I love this song. I think there's one in the fireplace over there. I just like how like royal the song sounds. Stardust. Sir Lavitz, I knew it. This guy fighting with his dummy. Ah, nice to see you. Back safe. King Albert, happy to meet with you. Welcome back. Everyone is worried about you. Let's leave that room because it's annoying. The piano sounds so nice. Down this ladder. And down this ladder. We'll go ahead and turn this. Open these 2 doors. I could have come to those 2 doors earlier, and then I would have had to not been able to do anything and go back. We'll go there in just a few minutes. Such a pretty song. I believe the other Stardust. It's not in that room down there. I want to say it's is it here? Nope. I know there's another one in the castle. I think it might be in the 3rd floor. The perspective in this game is really weird. It's sometimes really hard to tell where is a room and where isn't, which is why you always want to have the arrows. See, like, this is really confusing. There's 2 on these stairs, and if you don't notice it, then you wouldn't even notice that this is like a way you can go up the stairs, because that the perspective is just kind of janky. Oh, there it is. I actually meant to talk to the person. Welcome back safely. Okay, so there's the other one. And then there's 1 in Lavitz's house and 1 through the underground passage, which puts us at 7. Okay, so yeah, I got all of them that I can get right now. I am the head of the First Knighthood, Lavitz slumbered. I'm back from the field. Oh, Lavitz, I was feeling uneasy because I heard you were missing. Please, make yourself comfortable, everyone. Your Majesty, it is more than I deserve. Ha ha ha, it is true. His Majesty was so dismayed that he couldn't see to his affairs of state. Like King Albert's cape and that pose with that staff. It's big pimpin' over here. Oh, Noish, please don't tease me. Lavitz is a friend of my childhood as well as my master of martial arts. Anyway, where have you been? After the first knighthood was wiped out, I was captured by Sandora and held against my will in Hellena prison. What? In Hellena? However, thanks to the act of this young man, I managed to break out. Let me introduce these people to you. Dart and Shana. They are from Celeste. I thank you for saving Lavitz. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. In gratitude to this, tell me if you need anything. I have a favor to ask. Is it possible to take care of Shana in this castle? What? It seems Imperial Sandora attacked Celeste to take Shana away, so they could go after Shana any time. When I think of it, is that the reason you brought me here? I can walk next to Dart. I've been working towards that. There's nothing we can do about the time when we were apart, but I want to be with you forever. It's cute. Unfortunately, you can't leave her here. Imperial Sandora obtained the force called the Dragon and went on the offensive. We are holding the battle line in Hoax, but if the dragon can fly at low altitudes and directly attack the castle, we cannot defend it, even with the high ramparts. There is no place safe in Serdio now. Besides, you do know how she feels about you, don't you? Like, Albert has met these people for all of 10 seconds, and he's like, you dense idiot. Shana, it may be even more dangerous from now on. I don't mind, as long as I can be with you, Dart. Well, I take back the request, but one more thing. I'd like to ask a question to Minister Noish. Ask me anything, son. My head is filled with all the legends and histories of the continent of Endinus. Endinus? I was on a journey to pursue the Black Monster. The Black Monster? The monster that attacked Neat 18 years ago. The only thing I know is that he deprived me of my parents in my hometown. Huh, you were a victim of the devil. I want to hear everything. Please tell me about it. There's hardly any information left. Everything that was related to him was reduced to ashes. The only thing I know is the Black Monster is called the Devil that disobeyed the Great Existence, and is also known for devouring the god. Jesus, calm down, my guy. Devouring the god? Yes, surprisingly it shows up in history beginning 11,000 years ago. Can you believe how long recorded history being 11,000 years ago is? That is ridiculous. They're really good at keeping records. 11,000 years ago is the time of the Dragon campaign ended. You are exactly right, Your Majesty. Instead, I will tell you the story of the Dragon campaign. These pre-rendered cutscenes of voices here.
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
So I have a few things to say about that. One, I think the art's really neat how it's done. It's like as like an old tapestry or like drawing on the wall. Like it really looks like it genuinely looks like that was like historical stuff that you'd see in like a cave in some like far reach of some country that told a story through drawings. Like the art style, really cool. But those pre-rendered cutscenes, and there's a few like that as you play through the game. We'll get a few of those like that art, and there's a guy talking and telling you some sort of story. But my original PlayStation 1 disc, I played this game so much, and I was also way younger, and you know, young kids scratch things. But there was one in particular, not this one, but one that happens in disc 2, and it would always skip during it. So it got to a point where I just could never progress past that on the copy I had, or I'd have to get really lucky, or like super deep clean it and then just play that one scene and then immediately save afterwards, because I was always afraid that the game would just crash there, and it almost always did. So still to this day, even though I'm playing this on PS4 and it's not an actual physical disc, like, I get like a pit in my chest of thinking the game is gonna freeze it. Even when I play it like on an emulator on my phone or on PC, I still think it's gonna crash during those because I'm so used to it. It's like a triggering moment for me. The black monster appeared during after the Dragon campaign. See, I like this detail how like the generic soldier of this town, of this country, has like the same armor as Lavitz, but Lavitz just has like a little bit more detailing. He's got the metal gauntlets, and he's got green instead of blue. That's a really cool detail, like, since he's supposed to be a high-up commander, he has the same armor as everyone else in the country. He does not, like, a completely different look, which some games, that always throws me off in some games where they're like, I am, you know, I'm just a generic soldier, or I'm the head soldier of this nation, and you're like, why do you look nothing like your soldiers? Like, the guards of this town look completely different from you. And obviously it's because they're the main character, or they're a side character, a special character, but it's like, have some sort of attention to detail here, come on. It's time for the war meeting. I see. Tell them we will come soon. Dart, Shana, this will be a particularly harsh one for those who no longer have a home to return to. The castle is very quiet now. It's best place to think about your future. But this is our first time in a castle. Well, there's a place with a great view next to this room. Go enjoy yourself. The view from the castle. I see. Please excuse me. She's so hasty. Please excuse me too. From here, you can see all of Spice Town. Might we even be able to see Celis? Celis is over that mountain. Besides, we cannot see it anyway. We're so far. I hope everyone's safe. I'm sure they're okay. That meeting ended real fast. According to the brief by my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Really? I'm relieved to hear that. But it will take time to rebuild the village. Still, good. I can meet everybody again. But we have bad news. Sandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive on Hoax. Dragon! A dragon! If they release it, the monster will be in the battle. It will be total genocide. Our role as the Knighthood is to stop it. I'm headed to Hoax now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Spice Town. Never not Spice Town. That's what happens when you name your village after Basil. I've only lived for myself. I believe it was something I had to complete by myself, even if I had to leave Shana and the people of the village behind. But when I came back, look at this. I almost lost my hometown again. Heroic music! Lavitz, I'm going to Hoax with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. What about the Black Monster? We have to end the war first. Once Dart makes up his mind, he'll never change it. Of course I'm going to. I can't stand war either. I can fight, too. You guys. Everything's determined. Now we have to prepare. Let's go to Basil. There's item shops, weapon shops, and my home. Please meet my mother. She'll be happy because she hasn't had a guest for a while. Nodders. Yeah, heroic song. It immediately is gonna get replaced. No heroic music for you. Back to castle theme. I heard there's someone manipulating Dole. Who could it be? Maybe mysterious robed man? Why does Dole desire Shana, even if it means destroying Celeste? There are many things strange about it. one thing I really think is cute, and I'll go back to show it. Oh my god. I do that. It's okay, just trying to do the same scene transition 5 times. Forgot to go out the store. This is a nice little thing that there's no reason to actually put this here, but it's just a cool... Like, they didn't need to make that screen. Like, they could have just let you walk across right there, but they added that little view just because it's pretty. Really small details like that increase the charm of this game a lot, and really shows like the care they put into every little scene. Active ring avoids the spirit, which doesn't come up often. I'm gonna give him the War God Amulet. Just raises his hit rate. It won't really matter, but if I happen to encounter like one of those yellow birds or something, it'll make it more likely for me to not miss. I say that even though that yellow bird I fought, I didn't miss a single hit. But you know. I'm gonna do the completely unnecessary but cool little detail here. So there's this throne room, right? And this side door leads to the king's chambers. He's got his own little tower. You're a brave man from Celis, but this is the chamber of His Majesty King Albert. You are not allowed to go in, even though I'm already in. I like how there's this ladder that leads into an escape slide. So the throne room directly into the king's chamber has a slide that takes him to the bottom of the castle. Oh, battery level's low. That's fine. We'll be finishing up here soon. Get out of the... Please go. King Albert never wants to be late for dinner. He's got a slide that leads directly into the dining room. I just think that's cool, like, how the castle has an escape hatch. So if like, he's being raided and they're in the throne room, he can slide out of there. I can't imagine that'd ever be super useful, but it's just a silly little detail. Alright, so now we're going to go down here. We skipped this little area earlier. Got the town drunk. It smells like spirits. And they're good ones. Oh, you're gonna give me spirits? Brother, you're generous. Well, I'll have it. This is a giant ass bottle. I feel a warm glow through my whole body. Like, look at this chill spot. Like, obviously he's meant to be like a town hobo drunk, but this is a chill ass, like, hangout down here. It's like under the town. He's got like a waterfront beach property. Not beach, but waterfront property. It's got a secret back alley. Like, can you imagine being like a kid or a teenager being like, hang out down here? This is awesome. Barely hidden treasure. Get that 20 G's. And there's this little thing, which is again is one of those things that doesn't need to exist, but it does. Because you can see this, and just the fact that you can come down here, it serves absolutely no purpose. It's just there. I don't like how it messes up the music though. But like, they could have just not put that in there. Like that whole section could just not be there. There could not be that scene transition. There's no reason to go in that under area. But it just is there. And it just flushes out the town just a little bit more. And I think that's cool. So this leads to the 2 doors we opened up. First one is this ladder that goes up into the castle. For this solitary treasure. 20G. Everything adds up. Ladder, please? Ladder? Hello? And we also have this boat right here. So we're gonna hop on this boat, which Dart will use with his telekinesis. Doesn't have any ore, it just moves the boat along this loop. So this will take us to that door, the like back alley. We also get a nice little tour of the town. Again, like, this is one of those things, like, they really didn't have to do this. They could have just taken you straight there. Like, there's no reason to include this. But it makes the town feel full. Like, they could have just done a thing where you hop on the boat, and it's one scene transition, and it takes you straight to where the door is. But instead, they did all the details, put this river through here, put this boat travel, and you get like 5 scene transitions. I wish the music wouldn't cut out. I wish it would have just kept the music, but unfortunate for you if you accidentally go straight first, because it takes you all the way right here to this this thing, which lets us go to this little mouse hole, which gets us that stardust. And like I said, the stardust are super important, so that whole side thing just for that one. But yeah, they could have just made it so you hop on the boat, it goes one direction, scene transition takes you right there. But they give you that little tour through the town, and I think that's charming. And you can even see him travel there, like it doesn't, you don't just go under the bridge and then fade to black. Like it really shows you each way that you're going. There's so many small little things that they don't need to put in, but they did. It comes back through here. Like, they could have just had you go up there and then go straight through. And then you're at the door. But they didn't want to do that. I wonder if they did this as like a first test for like boat and like water effects. Like I wonder if this is one of the first things they built in the engine just to kind of see how everything works. Because that boat is used a few other times, not a lot. I want to say maybe 2 other towns have a boat and 1 dungeon field kind of place has one. Maybe one more that I'm not thinking of. But yeah, I wonder if this was like the first demo test of it, because they wanted to show off, they wanted to show off the backgrounds, obviously, and all the work that went into the town. But they probably also did it to test out how smooth they could get like the boat transitioning through. Let's go ahead and talk to Lavitz's mom. Mom, I'm home. Lavitz, it's Lavitz. I was worried because I didn't hear from you for a long time. Sendar's resistance was tougher than I thought. Don't worry, we defeated them. Shout out to my kitty. Your late father would be proud to hear it. Lavitz, what about Hellena? Don't mention that to her. Sorry, but I don't want her to be worried. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, fine. I'm already happy just having you come home, but you brought a bride with you, my big baby. Mom, she's not. Oh, don't be shy. What's your name? Shana. Shana, my son is a little awkward and stubborn, but he's very sweet. He's not. He's right. She's Dart's sweetheart. Hey, when did I become Shana's? It's true, I'm Dart's girlfriend. What? Oh, please excuse me. Take good care of Shana. Well, I don't know what to say. What's going on? Once my mom gets an idea in her head, it's the end. It's the only way we can manage her. Because like, just deal with it. Let's please find some liquor so I can hold my grandchild in my arms. You're not a child anymore. I know. You'll stay here today, honey? Well, I was commanded to find hoax, so I have to leave as soon as... Well, I understand. But you can at least have lunch, can't you? It'll be ready soon, honey. I'll give you a hand. There's no need, but then again, maybe. Well, what can we do till lunch? Lunch is not ready. What we're gonna do? Practice relax swords at sword fight, dude. No. Show me around your house. It's the first time I've been in such a huge house. Well, there's nothing interesting, but we can at least kill some time. I'll walk around wherever you like, and I'll tell you about it. The other dialogue options are kind of funny, too. If you say, let's practice our swords, he's like, dude, this is my house. What do you mean? We're gonna break everything. This is the kitchen. I don't want to disturb her cooking. Let's go some other place. This is a storage place. It seems to have more odds and ends than last time. It's a vintage ladder. Vintage ladder? Isn't it just a ladder? What makes a ladder vintage? I have questions. I guess this is like old wood. This is my room. Is a cut in the pillar re-swinging your sword or something? Nah, it's measuring my height. Lavitz was a kid once? Here's my parents' room. It's been my mom's room since my father passed away in the war. Guess she's got a little canopy. It's kinda nice. This library. This is a library. Many books on strategy. Are you interested in that, Dart? Yeah, that's my weak point. Dart knows swing sword. Come here. I'll show you my treasure. Treasure? Here's my treasure. Please take a look at it. I see. It's a nice view of Vindel's castle from here. This is what I saw every day when I was young. I grew up thinking, I'll be an admire knight, just like my father, and I'll protect this country. Your dream came true. Yes, but the reality was much harder than I imagined back then. I feel all the more strongly now how great my father was. Hiccup. To protect this country, I would tear the flesh from my body. Take it down a notch, my guy. Is it the same passion you have towards Shana? Look at how derp his face is. I can't hold back. Oh man, Dart's face looks so... Because you know the importance of Shana's life. You can risk your own. You were not a foolish daredevil when you ventured into Hellena. Serdio is covered in war clouds now. You're the only one who can protect Shana. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Dart, Lavitz, the food is ready. Well, the princess needs us. Princess? She's like a baby sister. Dart's not friend-zoning her. Dart's... I don't know what that zone is, but... Gotta not think of that girl that loves you like a sister. That's an awkward feeling. As always, your meals are delicious, Mom. It's such a nice thing to hear, but I'll even be happier if you settle down with a bride soon. Dart, Shana, we need to buy some things before we leave. Let's go. I think we have to leave and come back. Are you ready to leave? Yes, we are ready. Yeah, everything's ready. Do you have medical herbs? Yeah. Here's your favorite jerky. I made too much. Why don't you take some? No, I've got enough. How about this? My neighbor said she made too much. Mom, everything's ready. Oh wait, I forgot something. You give me luck, Mom. Vinny gave her a kiss? Or a hug? I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. You've grown up all your way. Honey, our son became a great knight. I was going to leave soon, but I'm a bit tired. Say, why don't we stay here for the night? Are the beds ready? I make your bed every day. Mom, I actually want to take your jerky with me. I knew it. Come here. It's a cute scene. Optional scene, too. If you can just leave and head out, but you can add that little optional scene if you talk to her again. So now we want to go back here because there is a Stardust in the kitchen. Really easy to miss one because you're not allowed here when you first come in and when you do the tour. And she blocks it unless you do the little side talk. Next time you come home, please stay longer. I want to have a meal together again. Alright, so now we're primed to leave town. We got one more little thing. Hey, watch yourself. Are you blind or what? What do you mean? You're the one that bumped into me. Don't make up excuses. Behave like a man. Don't yell. It's true. Can you be quiet? The baby's crying. Oh, sorry. I was too loud. She's got a little baby on her back. Oh, poor baby. She's scared, isn't she? Well, gotta go, baby. There's no time to waste. We will come back to talk to her later. What was that? I don't know. That's the character, Martel's the character that you give your Stardust to. But she doesn't give us a reward or anything until we hit 10, so we'll just come back when we're at 10. Which will be not now, because we're gonna end the stream for today. Or for now. And this will be the end of the second episode going up to YouTube. So I hope you're enjoying it. We're party level 6. We got double slash up to 45 and volcanoes up to 24. He's got 25 and 24, so they're right about equal. And we're gonna keep on spinning cane until we get 2 Hoax. Actually not. We'll just go Harpoon now because I want him double slash and him at Harpoon for Hoax, and I'll explain that next episode when we get to Hoax. And also, while I'm thinking about it, it would be nice if he had the Night Shield. Yeah, let's do that. That'll make the next things we're gonna do at Hoax a little bit easier for us. And then Shana will have it back later. Well, actually, no. Either way, we're gonna save. Alright, save. So 1 Stardust to 7. That's the single biggest jump that'll happen in the game. There's a crap ton in Bail. And there's only 40 throughout the whole game, so the fact that we're already almost at a 4th, and we're definitely nowhere near a 4th through the game, that should show you how spread out it gets from this point on. But I'm gonna leave us off with this banger of a background song. And thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.